Well, Merry Christmas, everybody, from the Weekly MANcast.
Ho, ho, ho.
That's obscene.
No, it's not. I'm saying ho, ho, ho.
You're laughing. Yes, of course.
Like Santa Claus.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. So, I guess Christmas is in 2 days.
It is.
Today's the 23rd,
Yes.
so Friday is the 25th.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to be all dressed up nice, but I realized that all my nice shirts are green.
Oh.
And that doesn't work on here, because right after this episode, I'm actually driving home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting, right?
I'm probably actually already home right now.
Yeah, it's amazing that you can be two places at the same time.
Cisco, the human network.
In fact, you're probably like 40 places right now, because this is like episode, 30-something?
That's true. I'm in a
39.
lot of places right now. I am, in fact, here, I'm in our old studio, and I'm in your old dorm room.
And...
Which is kind of creepy, because there's somebody else who lives there right now.
And you're also on the sidewalk in front of my condo.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Stick around. You know, there's a funny fact that most people don't know about Christmas, Dave. Or at least about the American traditions that follow Christmas.
There's traditions in Christmas other than going to church at midnight?
Yes, in fact, many families in America participate in what is known as Santa Claus. Actually, that's not really an event, but at any rate, there's this fellow Santa Claus who comes down the chimney and delivers toys to all the happy children.
So he is both what do you call it? The person who breaks into a house,
A breaker in
a bandit, and a thriving donation-giving person?
Yes. However, what most people don't know about this fellow is that it's actually a secret government agency. Santa, codenamed Claus, is actually an acronym for Secret Agency for Nighttime Assessments.
Yeah, that fits. You know, you got the S.A.N.T.A, the N, the T, and the A.
Yeah, all 5 letters.
Yeah.
Fact, yes. And then Claus it was code name. It's just used in the papers so that there's nothing to tie it to the acronym itself.
Oh, fun.
Of course, now there is, because Santa and Claus frequently go together, but that doesn't matter. At any rate, this was started a while back, early 1900s, later, post World War II. This program was started up to both boost morale via making happy children with the toys and whatnot, and also to hunt down communists.
Communists?
Yes.
There's communists in America?
No, not anymore. This was during the Cold War when everybody was a communist spy.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So the government had to find out a way to root out these communists. So what they did is they dressed people in goofy suits and sent them into homes to deliver presents to all the children. Now, these presents were, of course, bugged, and they had cameras inside so that the government could be aware of what all of their people were doing at a given time.
They were doing this during the Cold War?
They were doing this during the Cold War, yes.
They had that technology during the Cold War?
Oh, yes. It actually turns out the military technology is apparently over 100 years in advance of the common people's technology at this point.
Huh, interesting.
I always thought it was 20, but apparently it's more like 120 at this point. Very interesting.
And it grows exponentially every year, right?
I believe so, which means, 5 years from now, the government's going to have stuff that I will never even see in my lifetime. Now, in the early 90s, of course, the USSR broke up. And so the government considered disbanding the Santa Claus program, but they decided at this point that would create too much of a cultural bomb, with all the pop culture references.
I was going to say, Santa Claus has been around my whole life.
Exactly, and it would destroy a lot of the movie market also, because how many movies do you know that feature Santa Claus, right?
Well, the Santa Claus.
And Santa Claus 2.
The Santa Claus 2.
And the Santa Claus 3.
Santa Claus 3. I think they're making a 4th one, too.
That's just, number 2 was an abomination to begin with.
And then number 3 just started changing everything.
I'm going to be perfectly honest, I never saw anyone other than the first one. The first one was pretty good.
First one was definitely...
Yeah. At any rate, they decided to continue it on a lower level. They didn't actually bug the things anymore. However, after the 9/11 scare, it became, according to our former president, Mr. Bush, a very good idea, very prudent, that we begin this program again. What he didn't realize is that most terrorists, which is what he was hunting for at the time, don't tend to celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, that's one of those fine print things.
Yeah, it's good administration in action. He tried, and that's what's important. He gave it his best shot.
I don't read fine print.
Yeah. hope you enjoyed the official least Christmassy Christmas episode ever.
I mean, it's obvious we're not Christmassy because I'm wearing, like, beige and he's wearing yellow.
We would wear red and green shirts, but we can't do that because we're in front of a green screen. So that would just make us look like we have holes in us, and that's just creepy.
Well, I could wear red.
And I could wear...
red. And then we wouldn't have to change the green screen to any picture.
But if we weren't going to do that, then we may as well just wear red and green shirts.
Good point.
Well, it's too late for any of that now. Maybe we'll decide it next year. At any rate, have a wonderful Christmas time, and whatever
Happy
other holidays you may experience and or celebrate.
And a ho-ho-ho to you.
Ho-ho-hos all around.
My stocking by the fireplace. I was feeling hungry, there was nothing to eat, so I turned in early. I was freezing in bed with visions of grandeur spinning in my head. Hear my wish, can't see my breath, my nose is getting runny. Excuse a chew, I'm spreading flu, please Santa, bring me money. No socks or undies. Games and thrills won't pay the bills. No Santa, I need money. Christmas morning and I sprang to the floor with a smile on my face. Can't wait for the scoring as I ran for my stocking.